Yellow.
I hate this movie, by the way.
Is it the movie I think it is?
It exactly is.
Can I tell them?
Sure.
We are watching I forgot what this was, the Disney Channel original movie, High School Musical.
It came out in 2006.
Dude, I know. Bro, that movie was the technology they used and the cinematography, I was like, the early 2000s at its cringiness.
So, why don't you give them a rundown of the plot of the movie? While I try to collect mine. Try not to explode from the inside out.
Try not to explode from the cringiness that is a Disney Plus original movie. Alright, well, here we go. The movie starts off on a ski resort where a young Zac Efron and some really also famous girl who I can't remember, but I can see her face. Huh?
Vanessa Hudgens.
Thank you. Both are at a young ski resort on a family Christmas vacation. The movie starts off with Zac Efron's character shooting basketball with his dad because basketball is life. And the mom is like, you need to go to this party with the teenagers down below while me and your dad drink punch, because this is a Disney movie. They can't reference alcohol. So while Zac Efron's character is just getting down with the teenagers at the lame party, standing awkwardly down there in the basement, there's a random karaoke contest going on, and he gets pulled in with the main female character. And then they just start bringing out in Carmen, which I will say, none of this is live music. That's not them singing. It's on the spot, recorded in a studio. Voices. There's no way they could sing. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you were glitching a bit.
I said, am I wrong that I was just saying they were at the karaoke party, and to me, their singing sounded like it was recorded in a studio and then edited on top of their actual voices.
I have a question. Who reads that party? Well, I'm to the back. Probably me. I probably read that party.
Well, that's besides. But no, anyways, let me continue. I apologize. So, after they do it together, even though they just met each other, they went from being awkward teenagers to I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you, I see you.
It's like Grease, but worse.
Huh?
It's like Grease, but worse.
Oh, extremely worse.
Entire summer they fell in love. Oh, they sung with me. They must be the one. Is this bullshittery of a Hallmark plot twist?
I didn't think about the Grease comment or that it was a Hallmark movie. But anyway, when New Year's comes, they pull out their flip phones for anybody that wasn't born in the 1990s, or anybody that wasn't born, anybody out there that was born in the early 2000s or 2010s. We used to have to carry around flip phones. Had to take them in our pocket. We had to take them and flip them with our thumb. And when we text, we had to click the number pad for the letters. So texting was extremely annoying.
And they just carbon dated us.
That's fine. I'll rock it. I know I'm oldish.
See, I grew up on the Alexander Graham Bell telephone, so...
Oh no, my great-grandmother has one of those. But anyways, so after they do the cringy... Well, they didn't even kiss. They just pulled out their flip phone. She punched in her number. And he took a random picture of her, by the way. Which I'm like, dude, that guy's got balls. And then she disappears.
Basketball, you mean? This is a Disney movie, Devin.
Oh, sorry. It's a Disney movie. He was holding a basketball.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, Lord. But anyway, she disappears. And he's like, man, I'll never find that girl I danced song with at that New Year's Eve party ever again.
Typical jock stuff.
Hey, bro, are you ready for basketball season? We gotta win the big game. God, they kept nailing in that freaking big game and the championship.
Also, can we talk about the fact that she's coming into school at like the middle year,
I mean, technically, okay. Let's just say the movie takes.
You would already be playing most games like the winter month. So if we had a party, you need guys. But
I mean, yeah,
what do I know? I'm a basketball manager for 8 years.
yeah. Well, if realistically, they let transfer students come in January.
I'll still stand on the basketball thing because typically they'll have like a game January 2nd.
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, plot twist: the dad's also the basketball coach, but we'll get that in a second. So while they're like, we got to get ready for the big game, and they even do a freaking musical number about the big game, I'm like, good lord. I feel bad for Kyle, so I just wanted to sing the one song in this series. Because I too got annoyed.
Yep.
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, I turned down the volume because I heard somebody.
Oh, okay.
I'm
But anyway.
still sick, by the way.
Really? It's been a week.
Dude, I have a weak immune system.
But anyway, they're singing about the big game. And then by the way, I hate the drama teacher. She's dramatic for no reason.
I have notes about that.
You do?
I indeed do.
Okay. Well, she's being a dramatic person. And her version of ISS, you gotta draw on props.
Also, she's a bad person for rescheduling the callbacks.
Indeed. But anyway, let me finish my rundown, and we'll get to your notes. But anyway, so she does that to him. Oh, and by the way, the mystery girl from the beginning pops up, and they're all just like, and he's just like, I knew that girl. Pulls out his flip phone. Dude, you're the girl I sang with. What are you doing here? She's like, I just moved here. I'm super smart. Yeah, we found out in the movie she's like super, super smart, like Einstein level girl genius. And then the what's it called? Kilathlon? The quiz bowl team, the smart people team. What's it called?
I'm not helping you with this. I'm just going to see where it takes you.
You know what? The smart people team was like, oh, you should join. She's like, I don't know. I'm behind. I got to catch up. They're like, you're a girl genius. You can catch up in a day. She's like, really a couple hours, but I really want to go to this audition. So anyways, the drama teacher from before holds an audition. That's where we meet the brother and sister duo, whose names I can't remember, but they're little peppy.
Ryan and Sharpay.
Ryan and Sharpay, thank you.
Question.
Answer.
They seem a little incesty to you.
Yes.
Okay. So it wasn't just me.
Wasn't just you. When I remember when this came out as a kid, I'm like, all right, bro, it's just a cringy Disney Channel movie. And then it got so big, and it's like, oh, okay. But now as an adult, I'm like, yeah, this is still What in the world did they do? Why are they so close? Hey, 6 feet apart, you two. It's all sorts of cringiness in Disney movies and incest.
Also, most schools are against school dress. Hats are against most schools' dress code.
I will say, though, I liked Ryan's jacket.
Which one?
His white one. The white and brown one he wore in the beginning.
Okay. I was just about to say, you know how little that narrows it down? Different costumes these two had?
Dude, you don't know the half of it. I was just like, good Lord, how many costumes are they going to change? But anyways, they hold an audition. We meet those two. They're little preppy, little drama mamas, the both of them. They think they're number one. And Zac Efron's character and the main girl are like, let's sneak into this audition. So while they're doing a piano solo by the assistant director, who's an OG, she's like, yeah, come on, I'll play some piano tunes for you. By the way, I enjoyed the audition scene. It made me laugh. And so we get into that. And that's where his name's Troy. Zac Efron's character's name is Troy. Troy has the deep down split where he's like, my friends might not accept me for singing as they're in basketball practice singing about getting in the game. By the way, Kyle, do you guys sing in unison with each other during basketball practice?
We fucking time. I take that back 2 times. One time was the Backstreet Boys came on, and we were all singing it together. And then another time was Sweet Caroline came on.
So y'all do sing and dance choreography in the
We
basketball.
do not dance.
I'm gonna have to go up to the high school when during basketball season and see that's what they're doing.
Do you do that in football?
Dude, did the episode of Glee not show you? Yeah, that's how we freaking score touchdowns because they won't see it coming.
All the single ladies?
Oh, the single ladies. Dude, that made me laugh so hard. But part of me wants to put that in my actual playbook and see how far it'll get me.
Oh, do like some Ted Lasso shit?
Yes. Kyle, I will put that in my playbook. I'm going to see what happens. I mean,
Don't believe you.
it's not a penalty. It's technically a shift in motion.
Well, you can also do the fake out. Hey, I think the ball's flat.
Hey, the ball's flat. Dude, are you kidding me? Anyways, so he's torn about that. While they do an NSYNC choreography during basketball practice. And that's when he has, I will say this. I think this is the first time we get a decent Disney parent. Or no, a good, decent Disney parent in this movie. Could you agree? Troy's dad.
Fuck no.
What? He told him, he was like, your friends will accept you if you enjoy singing and dancing.
No, he didn't.
I could have sworn he said that.
Coach Golden looks like he's on steroids and has a big forehead. His dad.
What? Remember? Pool at their house. And he was like, Dad, what if my friends don't accept me? And he's like, son, they're not really your friends. They don't accept you.
Coach parent who dominates his son's social life and hobbies to relive his glory days and elevate his social status amongst his community. He's even so shitty, he's against his son dating a girl he likes. This has been our shitty parenting quarter for the week. That is my note on him.
What? I mean, you're not wrong about the legacy thing, all right? They did hint at that, and I'm like, all right, bro, that don't surprise me. That's another stupid trope in these sports movies. My dad was the all-star American super legend downtown hero, but because of a serious injury, he couldn't make it. Man, in reality, he flunked out of college, and he's a bomb.
Yeah, your so parent was absolute shit. Like dominating his son's social life to the point where it's over helicoptering parents. He's an overprotective parent and dominating his kid's life just so he can keep his social credit as a college athlete and make his own legacy to seem cool.
Huh.
He's
Whoa.
a shitty parent, Devin.
So anyway, we get to that point, and so we fast forward to the whole drama where, and this is where we talk about the whole administrations for athletics, because she's like,
Wait a
well,
minute. Also, his dad was against him because it was going to cut into the schedule for basketball. In fact,
yeah, once he found out, but he just said he was like, but then he was like, because I remember I was like, all right, we have a decent parent for once, and then that happened. I was like, okay, maybe he's not as decent-ish.
No, they were like, fucking no, you can't sing and dance. You got basketball to do.
I mean,
my son, you have to carry on my name, so don't embarrass me.
I mean, to be fair, what curricular activity came up first? Basketball. What did he said he would need to commit it to? Basketball. So he should finish out.
Don't know, a shitty parent bit you in the ass, Devin.
All right, that's weird. Why is somebody's parent trying to bite me?
I don't know.
Freaking, this is a Disney movie, not a horror movie. No, then again, we did watch the Frank and Weenie original short film where everybody was scared of Weenie Dog, so anything's possible in a Disney movie.
But no, finish a recap of the movie.
All right, anyways, besides that, I'm sorry. So we get to the whole dilemma with the drama teacher where she's like, Troy needs to do this and do that with this play. And then his dad's like, needing for basketball. They go to the principal. The principal's like, by the way, that principal was in double team. I am 100% certain he was on double team as that coach. I could be wrong.
So.
Huh?
I said I think so, but I'm not checking.
I was 100% convinced that it was him. But anyways, he shows us with athletics, Troy's playing basketball, and so we get to the big play. Well, it turns out only the brother and sister, Ryan and Shanae, are the only ones there performing. And so they're the only ones there performing. The Techno Bowl team hatched a plan after they won their big competition. They're like, oh, we're just going to shut down the basketball gym for a couple minutes and go to the show. So they do that. Everybody goes to the show. It's one big happy play. And this is where it's unrealistic, because if that court shut down, they're canceling that game completely and rescheduling it. But then the lights come on magically after the lovely musical number by Zac Efron and the main girl. And then they just automatically go back to the gym, pick up where the game left off, wins the game, and sings my favorite number, We're All in This Together. Boom. End of movie.
All right, and then on that note, we're going to take an ad break, and then we'll come back and get Kyle's review.
All right, good. I got to use the bathroom.
Be warned, there will be profanity.
I can't wait.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we fuck.
I feel like you're just so ready.
I really hated this movie, Devin.
Did you really?
I really.
Well, let's hear it.
Here's a fun fact. Not about the movie. My kids were obsessed with this movie. Friends, and I didn't have to really suffer much after high school until I went to college and made friends with a bunch of theater majors who are now obsessed with this movie.
You poor thing.
The movie is written like a Hallmark movie with Hallmark movie logic and plot. It's a cheesy love story with musical numbers. It's a sad version of Grease.
You say a sad version of Grease?
Yes, it's a very sad version of Grease.
Fun fact, did you know there was a Christian version called Sunday School Musical?
I don't believe you, and I don't want to believe you.
Oh, I'm gonna check your text messages later today.
I think I'm gonna lose my phone later today, but okay.
You'll be excited.
I doubt that.
And you'll be ready to review it next week.
Next week, we are actually reviewing Palm Springs.
The week after.
Well, after that, we've already recorded that episode.
The week after that.
Devin, we're pretty much booked.
The week after that.
Maybe in a couple years.
You said in a couple years.
I've got a schedule, okay?
It's gonna come out in like the year 2030.
2033, we finally get to it.
You ain't lying.
That's when we're powering through PureFlix.
God.
Why do the people at the party look like they're either never saw fireworks before, or they thought there was an air raid going on and they were watching a car crash?
Disney music cheap. Disney cheapness. Everybody look in the air and go, ooh, action.
The costumes are not horrible for a Disney original movie, though those are pretty game day ready practice jerseys. Also, why are their names on the back of their jerseys? Later, their practice jerseys are different. What the fuck?
Oh, that's what you noticed?
We're just getting started on what I noticed about basketball.
Man, I thought their pregame sweats were pretty cool. I was like, I kind of want one of them sweats.
Crap. I did something I typed.
Huh?
How many people do they think are on the court at once? Are they playing 8-man basketball? This is when they're practicing. I will note that later on in the game, they actually do have 10 people in the field or the court for each team, or 5 for each team.
I didn't notice. I was just too busy wondering if you guys actually synchronized dance during practice.
They actually have 8 or 12 men on the court at once. That's illegal. This, for the record, I did count. Also, Troy is shit at dribbling. He's also extremely awkward. And they felt sheltered, but isn't he supposed to be popular? And his acting is on par with Bella from Twilight when he's trying to talk to Vanessa Hudgens.
God, you ain't lying there. Now won't be High School Musical 2 the same.
What the fuck was with the random guy greeting Corbin Blue's character in the doorway? It was so random and served no purpose. And as a distraction. He just walks up to somebody, does the school handshake, and then goes into a class. Who the fuck does that? Sharpay picking out the colors for Justin
Disney Lodge
is overkill. The auditions are the equivalent of crappy American Idol auditions that were infamous during the time this came out.
That's very true. I watch American Idol. I cannot watch American Idol these days. Have you tried to watch it? Lord, I tried to watch it. They brought it. They took Fox, got rid of it.
Okay.
Or no, ABC got rid of it. Whatever, whoever created it, that network finally got rid of it, and then another Fox or ABC brought it back, and it's just not been the same. I'm like, ugh, not the same.
Okay, the fact they learned a guy baked and treated him like he had a weird fetish makes me worried for this weird backwoods town. Also, the stoners were upset that someone was playing a cello, and then in the next scene, they treated this like one of the weirdest movies we've seen yet. Also, why is no one eating lunch at the cafeteria other than Gabriella? And later, he's jamming out on a cello, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's cool now."
Oh yeah, you talking about the scene where they're like, "I got a secret, I got a secret."
Yes.
That song was so stupid.
Also, when did Zeke bake a creme play at school?
Home ec class.
He wasn't in home ec before.
He was now.
How does the drama teacher hate sports so much that she doesn't even know anything about them?
Because there are just some people in the world that think performing arts is the top thing in their mind, and they think sports are just for the poor people.
This movie is very inconsistent about the team regularly changing who's the players and who's not. They went from having mainly a white team, 3 people of color, to having 5 people of color. They also went from having 12 with Troy to having 12 plus Troy. Then they had 10 players in the next scene when Troy shows up. I counted once again.
You got it once again.
Yep. Chad and Taylor are bad friends. Gabrielle is writing the equation of zinc plus nitric acid, where it results in zinc nitrate and water. The long hair should be tied up. I cannot stress this. It made me angry.
You got upset because they weren't following proper science lab laws?
Yes, and in a microbiology, in an organic chemistry lab, like they were in, they would need to be wearing lab coats. That's the only time they would have needed to wear lab coats. And
Well,
they didn't wear them. Why is Troy the only one struggling to juggle multiple extracurricular activities at this school?
because he's the main character. He's the main character. Excuse me. He's the main character. We gotta see him struggle.
Why does Chad have an emotional support basketball?
God, you have emotional support. Guard shack.
I do not.
Well, I did. I missed my guard shack.
Also, Troy doesn't know where a free throw line is.
I know. Okay, so I thought that was me being crazy. I was like, that ain't right.
That is all my notes. Are you ready to record this and put this episode behind us?
Yes.
Okay. I give it a 4.5.
You said a 4.5?
Yep.
You know, in all seriousness, the music to me was decent. It's another cheesy Disney plot movie, so it's not great, but it's not terrible. So I'm giving it also a 4.5.
It's just not great at all. I just don't like this movie.
Fine, and I agree with you. It's about a 4.5.
I'm fixing it. I'm fixing the description. Hold up. And done. But next week we're watching Palm Springs.
All right, the Hulu original movie.
Yep. With Andy Samberg.
All right.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it's actually really good.
Yeah, you would watch it during quarantine.
Yep. Would you like to do your infamous last words?
Why do you have emotional support basketball?